in the championship game. South Bend in black took a quick 2-0 lead on this baseline jumper by Tawana Jackson. Kami Arnold, who led Huntington North with 21 points, takes it to the glass for 2. Now at the other end, the Lions' Lori Wilson connects on the short jumper. South Bend had a 12-10 margin after 1, but in the second quarter, the Vikings outscored the Lions 17-7. Arnold underneath for 2. Then Julie Eckert, who had 16 points, adds 2 to the cause on this layup. Jackson tries to keep her team in the running. She had 23 points, 2 here off the fast break. However, Huntington led 27-19 at the intermission and was never headed as they played tough defense to win 59-43. And now it's on to state for the Vikings. Huntington North 59, South Bend LaSalle 43. Huntington North now will play Noblesville next Saturday at 12:30 in one of the state's semi-state games. Noblesville defeated Rushville 37-31. At Lafayette, it was Anderson 54, Hammond Knoll 46 in 2 overtimes. Anderson will play Bedford North Lawrence, who won at Seymour tonight 77-67 over Scottsburg. And TV 33 will carry both afternoon games next Saturday in addition to the championship game next Saturday night. The upset of the day in college basketball took place in the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. We pick up play early in the second half between Notre Dame and 4th-ranked Syracuse. The Irish go with Elmer Bennett. Quickly up court in the left-hand layup, 35-30 Notre Dame. The Irish then go on top 45-34 with some great passing in the easy 2 by Monty Williams. He had 12 points. Digger Phelps loves it. Later, though, Syracuse came roaring back. A little over a minute to play. Coleman with a steal, and then on the other end, Steve Thompson with a layup, 63-62 Syracuse. Now 8 seconds to go. We're tied at 63. Billy Owens in traffic with a left hand, 65-63 Orangemen. The clock showed just 2 seconds, but Digger Phelps protested, got another tick on the clock. And that was crucial because with 3 seconds to go, LaFonso Ellis will hit Elmer Bennett, who will drain the 3-pointer. And the Irish shocked 4th-ranked Syracuse 66-65. Bennett led Notre Dame with 18 points. All 5 Notre Dame starters scored in double figures. Hey, give Digger a couple, too. Indiana set an assembly record today, and it was not with attendance. The Hoosiers here in white went to work early. Watch this pass from Jamel Meeks to Calbert Cheney underneath. Easy 2 for Calbert. Indiana on top 10-2. 3-1 fast break, and Eric Anderson scores. Indiana's off and running again. Meeks there at the key. Indiana had a 12-point lead, and then Pat Graham loads up and hits his 3-pointer from the corner. He had a career-high 23 points, 17-4 Hoosiers. Iowa made a feeble comeback as Matt Bullard goes around his man and hits the short jumper. However, Indiana led 46-25 at halftime. And then it was more of the same in the next 20-minute stop. Cheney loads up for 3. He had 11 points, and Indiana was on top by 32. No contest here as Indiana wins 118-71, and the previous Assembly Hall record was 116 points against Iowa 2 years ago. Now let's check the TV 33 scoreboard. Indiana by a big margin over Iowa. Big Ten leader Purdue dropped Wisconsin 62-55. In other Big Ten games, Michigan State downed Illinois 70-63. And Minnesota pounded Northwestern 90-72. Notre Dame again by 1 over Syracuse. Toledo upset Ball State 68-47. Top-ranked Kansas whipped Nebraska 94-67. Georgetown ranked 3rd, topped Seton Hall 68-60. It was Indiana-Purdue of Fort Wayne over Northern Kentucky tonight 78-65. Indiana Tech played its final game in the old gym today. They trounced Indiana of South Bend 117-72. Tech will inaugurate its new gym Tuesday night with a game against IU of Kokomo. Tri-State tamed St. Francis 98-92. It was Wabash over Manchester 82-73. Huntington pounded Indiana Wesleyan 108-81. Broles-Holman by 10 over Taylor. Give DePaul a 73-68 victory over Hanover. Defiance 120 over Ohio Dominican 85. And some women's games tonight. It was IU-PU defeating Northern Kentucky 78-65. Indiana Tech outshot Spring Arbor, Michigan 73-58. DePaul bested Manchester 68-59. In boys play, it was Southside with a big win over Angola. Carroll took DeKalb 69-46. Woodland 80, Lures 72. Some other finals that we have in East Noble 56, Garrett 33. Warsaw dropped Gary Wirt like a bomb, 79-36. It was South Adams 64, Parkway 49. The annual SAC Gymnastics individual championships were held today at Northside High School. And Northrop's Karen Beer, shown here in the floor exercise, walked away with all the honors. Beer took every event and all-around honors with 36.55 points. Her winning score on the floor was 9.35. And this was the first time in the city championships that an individual took all 5 events. Tricia Smith of Snyder was second in the all-around. Well, there are no baseball talks scheduled for tomorrow. However, negotiators have promised to return to the bargaining table on Monday. Chicago Cubs outfielder Andre Dawson was the star at today's baseball card show at the Grand Wayne Center. Dawson, who is still nursing a sore knee that was operated on during the offseason, is not happy with the progress of his therapy. And he indicated it would be April 1st before he starts serious spring training. As for the Cubs, they should be in the hunt again this season. We have a couple of scores from the NBA. These are finals. Detroit defeated the Miami Heat. It was the New York Knicks defeating Cleveland. Denver stopped in New Jersey, and Dallas overpowered Orlando. And that's a look at just about every score that we have available at our moment.
Congrats to the Vikings, too.
Yes.
Good job. All right. Crime Stoppers is up next.
Crime Stoppers needs information that will help city detectives identify a man who robbed a pizza delivery man at 11:45 p.m. on Monday, January the 1st, 1990. The delivery man knocked on the door and was told that no one had ordered any pizza. As he walked back to his vehicle, a man holding a small handgun demanded all his money and the pizza. Detectives have no suspects, and this incident is still under investigation. The robber is described as male, black, in his 20s, 5 feet 7 inches tall, and he weighs 160 pounds. He was wearing a stocking hat, a black and white check coat, a dark shirt, and blue pants. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 436-STOP or 1-800-237-STOP. You don't have to reveal your identity. If your information helps solve this robbery, Crime Stoppers will pay you a cash reward. Crime Stoppers also pays cash rewards for information about other felony crimes and wanted fugitives not shown on the Crime of the Week.
The next time you're sitting around with some friends, try this. Raise your glass and say, to freedom.
Try it. You may feel slightly self-conscious, but after all, no harm can come, can it?
2 students in Portugal were sentenced to 7 years imprisonment for doing just that. Toasting to freedom.
That incident on May 28, 1961, sparked the creation of Amnesty International.
Since then, we have intervened on behalf of tens of thousands of prisoners of conscience.
But today, in over 50 countries, you can still be put in prison just for saying what you believe.
In over 60 countries, torture is still systematically used. And in over 100 countries, you can still be put to death, even for political offenses not involving violence. How effective are we? A former official from El Salvador testified.
If there's an appeal from some foreign government or Amnesty International, then they will live. Otherwise, they are dead.
Join us. To freedom.
Now presenting this year's Alfie Awards.
Hit the music, will you?
For Best Stunts by an Alien in Action, the winner is Alf. And for Best Performance by an Alien Looking for Sympathy, the Alfie goes to...
I'll give you a hint.
Alf.
Well, there's a lonely time when you're the only orange boy around.
So for the finest and award-winning comedy, watch Alf.
Who's hair in your ears?
Monday night on Channel 33.
I'll be the mother of 6.
The magical world of Disney. Disneyland tickets while Mary is only on NBC.
Sunday night on Channel 33.
Well, let's all hope for those thawing temperatures. We are forecasting them into tomorrow. Tomorrow's high should be about 42. Temperatures falling into Tuesday with a possibility of warmer temperatures and a cold front by Thursday afternoon with some showers. Linda?
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night. Take care.